Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. My name is Tara. Today I've got lots of things to show you. I'm going to do a first impressions with the Juvia's Place Masquerade palette. I have some new shimmery, metallic-y, pretty things, and a new palette from Australis, which is an Australian brand. I've got lots of little tubs of metallic pretty stuff. I have some little eye shimmer glittery liquid shadowy thingies, and I've got a couple of brow pencils, which I'll talk about them later, but oh my god. I do have a palette that I picked up from Aldi, which is the Lacura Beauty brand, the same brand as the skincare that I am currently reviewing. This I was going to do a dedicated video, but it's absolute shit. So I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to tell you guys, don't bother. The colour came off within, I don't know, 2 hours. There was just no colour left on my eyes. Just a normal day. I put it on, I went to work, and within a couple of hours there was no colour left on my eyeballs. So I do not recommend this palette whatsoever. So I won't be reviewing that at all. Okay, let's get straight into it. I've done my base makeup already, and I want to have a play with this pretty thing. So this is, like I said, the Masquerade palette from Juvia's Place. I'm just going to remove the plastic slip. Here she is. It's such a pretty palette. I love all the bright colours up here, but then I love how it's got neutrals on this side. So half neutral, half colour, and I think that's so pretty, but it doesn't have a mirror. I don't think any of their palettes have mirrors. I'm not sure. But it is super pretty, and I've been dying to play with this ever since I did the first impressions of the Zulu palette, which I've been wearing non-stop. But I haven't used this one yet because I've been saving my first impressions for a video. I've just been so bloody busy. So I apologise that there hasn't been a video for about a week. I have just been so flat out. I've had my dog at the vet. I've had just kids sick. My husband was sick with the flu. There's just been a lot going on. I just haven't had time, like between work and working from home. As you know, or if you didn't know, I'm a hairdresser. I work from home, and then I have a part-time job that I go to at night time. I work in an adult shop. No, I haven't had time, and I've been busting to get back on camera so I can play with this guy. So we're going to do it right now. So I haven't really had a chance to have a think about what I want to do with this, but I think I've been doing lots and lots of colour. I don't know. What I think I might do is I might use some of the neutrals, but I might add a splash of like pink in there because pink and brown look really nice together, I think. So that's what I'm going to do. The only problem is it doesn't have a really light shade to use as like a transition shade. Like this one is a shimmery shade, so that's not really going to work. I'm going to go in with Burkina, and I'm going to try and shear that out, see if I can use that. So I'm going to go in with a really fluffy brush. All my brushes are clean, but they're just really stained, mainly from the Jeffree Star Blue Blood palette. That stained the hell out of all my brushes. So I'm going to dip into Burkina, and it does have a lot of kickback in the pan, but as long as it doesn't fall on my face, I don't care. So I'm going to tap it and get some of that off, so it's just a dusting. Actually, I've been told, a bit of feedback from my subscribers, sorry about the wobbly camera, is to zoom in for you guys so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so I have zoomed in so that you can see what I'm doing. I've dusted off my brush, and I'm just going to use that as my transition shade. I'm so sorry if you can hear all the banging and clanging. It's my 3-year-old. He's in his room watching Minions. He's so heavy-footed. Like when he walks around, he stomps around, and he's so bloody noisy. I'd actually try and film like when he's at daycare, but because I haven't filmed in nearly a week, and I'm actually working tomorrow, which is one of his daycare days, so I just have to do it while he's home. So yeah, if you can hear all of that banging and crashing and carrying on, it's him being noisy because he's 3 years old and you can't keep a 3-year-old quiet. He's usually pretty good. I've filmed heaps of videos while he's been here and he's usually fantastic, so I'm not complaining. So that colour has gone on really nicely. Like, it's just, they're so easy to blend and smooth out. It's just so easy to work with. I'm going to go in next with this one, Fulani. This one, because the one that I used first is very cool. It's a very cool brown colour. There's a couple of cools and a couple of warms. So this is another cool one. It's just a lot deeper. And I'm going to use that on my outer corner just to add a little bit of something something to that outer corner. I have found that I am tapping the brush with these colours because they are a bit dusty. So I'm using like a circular motion. Seems to work really well with these shadows, but you can pat it on. If I swirl it, it just seems to do everything all at once. Like, it puts the colour down and it blends it down. And I do know that if you want a more saturated colour, you should pat it on with like a packing brush. This works for me too. So I'm just using that shade, and I've got like it's like a fluffy brush with a point. So I can sort of go in and run it across my crease. I guess this is going to be like a smoky eye. I've been doing lots and lots of bright colours, so I thought let's just do something a little bit different, even though these palettes are, you know, known for their bright colours, but I just wanted to do something different, simple. Plus, I say it every video, I have to go shopping after this. And I mean, I don't mind going out after I've filmed a video with a crazy, crazy look, but sometimes I just don't want to. Just want to not stand out so much, especially if I'm just not in the mood for standing out today. Most days I couldn't give a shit. Actually, I like it when people check out my makeup. So that looks really pretty, actually. That they're so blendable. Like, how beautiful. How stunning. What I'm thinking is like the browns and some pinks. I don't know how well that's going to go, but we're going to try. Because, well, I know in hairdressing, pinks and browns go really well together in hair. So I'm hoping that that same sort of colour theory applies to eyeshadow. We've only got one pink in this palette, and it's this little guy here. So what I'm going to do is I am going to use it. It is a shimmer. Bori, it's called, this pink one. So I'm going to pop that one like on my lid, and then I'm going to go on with one of my, it's called Metal AF, and it's by Australis. And it's so pretty. I don't own any of the Stila eyeshadows, but I feel like these could be a dupe, maybe. So that's the pink one. And I think that's going to look really pretty over the top of the pink shadow. I'm going in with Bori. And I'm not going to wet my brush because I'm going to go over the top of it with that Metal AF colour from Australis. So I'm just going to pop that right on my lid, and it does look pretty. Like, browns and pinks look so pretty together, especially on hair. They really, really work well together because this colour is so bloody pigmented. It needs a lot of blending out. So that's what we're working with at the moment. It does look a little bit funky. That looks a bit better. It is definitely a very pink and brown smoky eye. There's no fallout. Even though this colour is super powdery, super pigmented, there's no fallout. So that's really promising. Okay, so I'm going to do something on my bottom lash line. I wonder if I should just carry on the same colours. I think I'm going to just use a little brush, a pointy brush. I don't even know what these are called. It's an eye crease brush from e.l.f. But I'm not going to use it for my crease. I'm going to use it for my bottom lash line. I've just gone back into that Fulani colour, that brown that's here. And I'm going to just bring it down. I do need to get myself like a handheld mirror because I use my Jeffree Star Skin Frost highlighter. And I just feel like it feels a bit awkward to hold. So I definitely need to get myself a nice handheld mirror. The Jeffree Star Jawbreaker summer collection is coming out very, very soon. there's a couple of mirrors in that collection, so I'm definitely jumping on that bandwagon. So keep an eye out for that review because that is coming. I am not missing out on that. Every time he has a release, I'm up at 3 o'clock in the morning to order. I do order from Australian sites because it just takes too long. If I order it from Jeffree Star, generally there's an issue, like just with getting on the site because it always crashes, but also the shipping just takes too long to come here. So I usually order it from an Australian site, and they don't carry everything, so I'm a bit worried the mirrors won't be available on the Australian site. But I'm hoping, I'm praying. Otherwise I might have to risk it and order it from, I might just order the mirror from his site and then order the palette and everything else from the Australian site that I usually order from. So I've gone on my lower lash line with the same colour here as I have here. I really like it. I'm still struggling with how, like, what shape to do my eyeshadow. I haven't quite worked out what shape my eyes really are. That's the struggles of being a beginner. I'm still working on that, but I'm trying not to blow it out too much because I don't know, I'm feeling like it doesn't suit me when it's fully blown out or it comes up too high towards my eyebrows. So I'm sort of trying to keep it a little bit more muted. Okay, so first impressions, I know you really should use more than 3 colours, but that's all I really want to do with this today. I will definitely have a play with it more. We might do some 3 looks 1 palette, which is something that Annette from Annette's Makeup Corner does with her new palettes. She'll do a first impressions and then she'll do like a 3 looks 1 palette. She's done a couple of 10 looks 1 palette. So I might do something like that with this so that I can have a play with some of these brighter colours. But for now, I am just sticking to this. So that's what we've got so far. I really want to go in with this. I haven't used these. These have been sitting on my table, my filming area, for about a week, and I don't like to use them before I do a first impression. So it's been killing me, absolutely killing me. So I'm going to use this, which I already swatched before, on my eyelid. I'm going to pop it just on my, basically the first part of my eyelid. Oh, so pretty. It's so pretty. Sometimes I think, like, am I too old to be wearing glitter? I don't know. I absolutely love it. I'm not going to stop wearing it, but I wonder if people think, oh my God, how old are you? And you're wearing glitter on your eyes? Is that silly? I shouldn't feel like that, should I? But it's all part of the process and growing, I guess. Like, this has only been quite new to me. I've only been wearing like eyeshadow for about, I'd say about 12 months. And I've only been like diving into like really bright colours since I started my YouTube channel, really. So I've got to say, I've learnt so much. So I'm going to pop something in my inner corner. Now this is also Australis. This is the Metallics eyeshadow single. And it's like a goldy colour. And I just think it would look nice with the browns. So let's pop that right there. Oh, look at that. So pretty. And I do think it would look nice with some of the browns, but I'm going to pop it on my inner corner. So I'm just using my little flat brush and I'm going to pop it right there. Oh my God, look at that. These are divine. Oh my gosh, these are so delicious. I'm going to drag it down a little. These things really do transform any look. When you think your look is looking shitty, chuck one of these on and bam. I love it. I think it's so pretty. They do have shade names. So this one is called Gold Gaga. It's such a pretty colour. It's like a really nice gold, but it also has like a bit of rainbow glitter in it actually. And it's like a gel consistency that dries down like glitter with glitter glue. And this one is called Morganite. Now, these are really cool. Now, these are called Metal AF, but they actually have names of crystals on them, which I love because I'm a crystal freak. I love my crystals. You can see a lot of this. I have quite a few crystals displayed behind me. That's only a fraction of my collection. One day I will do a full crystal collection video. This one is called Amber. And I will swatch for you. This one's a pretty gold. So that's amber, the gold one. And this one is topaz. So they do have quite a few colours, but this is the 3 that I got the other day. I'm going to try and get a few more because they're awesome. And this one is another metallics eyeshadow, and this one's called Maroon 5. So that's a cool name. And it's like this pretty, it's like a dusty pink. And this is actually, it's not the same formula as this one. This one's very soft and like jelly. This one's a little bit drier, but like still, like, see, it's a bit crumbly, this one. And nowhere near as punchy as this one. But still very pretty. But I feel like that one might be a little bit harder to work with. But they're really, really nice. And the other one is a shimmer pot. So this one, it has a seal on it. I'm not going to take the seal off, but I can see on the inside of the lid that it's glittery. So I'm guessing that it's a loose glitter pigment, and I'll need to get glitter glue. I still need to get glitter glue to try out those Midas Cosmetics glitters that I've got there. And lastly is the palette. And this is so pretty, guys. This has got more metallics in it, but it also has some really lovely mattes. So I will do a first impressions on this one. Not today, obviously. And I got some brow pencils. Now these, you guys know the struggle I've had with my brows. I haven't done my brows yet because I'm going to use one of these pencils. These are freaking awesome. They're really stiff. They have a spoolie on one end and a really, really skinny pencil on the other. And I did get 2 shades. I got ash blonde and just brown. And I really like the ash blonde. So before I go off and do my mascara and eyeliner and all that, I'm going to show you just how cool these are, because they're really stiff, so they don't pack on a lot of pigment right away, which is something that I struggle with. I really struggle with that. Like all the ones that I've used, all the pencils that I've used and like gels and that, they're just too pigmented right away, and they just make my brows look too dark, too thick, and I really struggle with it. But this has been phenomenal. So I am going to just really quickly, just do one brow. I think I need to trim them actually. They're just so freaking long. Like when I brush them up, look how long they are. And all I do is I just draw little strokes. Let's see if I can do this. And I just do little strokes. And because it's not pigmented at all, it just slowly builds up a bit of colour. See the difference already? But it's not overly pigmented. So it actually allows me to build up the colour and take my time. Because I struggle with my brows so bloody much, I'm able to just slowly build it up. My eyebrows are looking janky at the moment. I've actually booked in to get my face waxed. So I'm getting all of this waxed. So I'm just going to get her to chuck in the brows while she's at it. Because I usually just pluck them, because I don't have time to go and get them waxed. And I could get them waxed where I get my nails done, but I don't know, like, I've had it done once before and they waxed off most of my eyebrow. And I don't have a lot of eyebrow to begin with, so that makes me so nervous. So I just finished the other one, and I'm not an editorial eyebrow kind of girl. I'm not an Instagram eyebrow kind of girl, so this just works so bloody well for me. I'm so happy. I just really quickly want to say, while I went off to do my eyebrows, I quickly jumped on Instagram just to check my Instagram stories, because I check for Jeffree Star Instagram stories every day. And he's just on there quite upset that a family member has passed away. I don't know if it's a human family member or one of his dogs, but I just want to send my love to Jeffree Star, and I hope that him and his family are okay. It doesn't matter who you are, how famous or not famous, or rich or poor you are, the loss of a family member hurts just as much. So I'm sending all of my love. I'm just going to go and do my mascara, my eyeliner, and all of that, and I'll be back in a minute. Okay, I'm back with the finished look. And my eyeliner ended up a little bit thick because most of the time it does. Like I said in my how I do my eyeliner video, it's still tricky. And I always end up going overboard, and it always ends up way too thick, and then I end up with a big cat eye. But that's fine because I really like it. I really think it looks pretty. I am wearing the Stila liquid lip in the shade Fresco on my lips, and I'm really happy with it. I think it's really pretty. Like, those Metal AF liquid glitter shadows really make it look stunning. So I'll give you a look. It's so pretty. I can't stop looking at myself. It's so pretty. So there you go. That is my first impression of the Juvia's Place Masquerade palette, and I'm so happy. Like, even though I only used 3 shades, I used 2 mattes and 1 glitter shimmer. It gave me an idea of the formula, and from what I've seen and already experienced myself, the formula is super consistent through all of their palettes. So it's a win-win. Like, you don't have to worry about different formulas if you pick up a different palette. It's always going to be consistent. The blending of these shadows is phenomenal. Like, they just blend like a dream. And so I guess I wasn't really testing at that because I knew already it was going to be fantastic. I just wanted to have a play more than anything, because when a brand is so consistent with their formula, how do you give a different first impression for every palette? Because there's nothing different about each palette except for the shades. So it's really hard to say, what am I going to judge in this palette? Because it's so consistent. So yeah, that's probably one of the other reasons why I didn't feel like I had to go in with so many shades, because we already know that it's a great formula and the brand is on point. I've seen very, very mixed reviews about their new foundation and concealer. I really wanted to try the foundation, but some of the reviews that I've seen say that it's not great if you've got fine lines and wrinkles, which I certainly do, and it does settle into fine lines and wrinkles. What I'm also finding, I don't know if you can see, like here and here are 2 of my biggest problem areas, and under my eyes and in my 11s, that's where I have the most problem with foundation settling into my fine lines. And I've been using the Oma Beauty foundation. I did do a review on this one, and in my first impressions, my review, my wear test, I absolutely love this foundation, and I've been using it a lot. But what I've found is that it works best on people with fine lines and wrinkles. It works best as a light to medium coverage foundation. The thicker that you put it on, the more coverage that you are trying to achieve, the more it's going to crease. So I'm not able to wear this as a full coverage foundation. And it does say that it's adjustable coverage. Like, I'm just reading the back here. For medium coverage, use sparsely. For full coverage, use generously. For extreme coverage, apply multiple layers. I cannot do that because the minute that it goes on my skin, it creases severely. Even when it's been set with a powder, it still creases really bad. But if I use it as a medium coverage foundation, it's beautiful. It has such just a very, very nice finish. Like, I'm wearing it today and it is a little bit fuller than I would wear it in my day-to-day life, but it is creasing. Like, it's creasing. And under my eyes, it's creasing. I'm wearing the Jeffree Star concealer as well. The Jeffree Star concealer definitely saves it in those areas. If I put the concealer over it in those areas, it doesn't crease as bad. So the creasing at the moment's not terrible, but that's because of the concealer. If I don't wear the concealer in those areas, this creases like nothing else. So that kind of is a little bit disappointing because I can't wear it as a full coverage, but I don't like full coverage that much anyway because I've got aging skin. It just doesn't work. Full coverage doesn't work like for fine lines and wrinkles, and I've never used a foundation that doesn't crease in those areas. So I generally go for more medium coverage these days because that's just less likely that it's going to crease no matter what the brand. So that's it for today. I do have a just for fun video coming. I was going to do that before this video, but I'm a little bit nervous about the next just for fun video. So I haven't filmed it yet, but I really want to, but I'm so bloody nervous. So once I grow a set between my legs and decide to go in and film that video, hopefully in the next couple of days. I can't make promises because, like I've said to you, that my life is crazy. It's intense crazy. Like there's not enough hours in the day every day. I run out of hours every day. So hopefully I can get that done. I love you guys. Don't forget about the giveaway. I'll pop a card up here for you to go and check out this month's giveaway. And I do forget to ask you to like my video and subscribe to my channel because it all helps. YouTube is hard. It's a hard game to play, especially when you're starting out and when you have a small audience. It's really hard to get noticed. YouTube share more of the bigger channels. They're not really for helping new and smaller channels. So I would really appreciate a subscribe and a like, and click the bell because I've had a few subscribers tell me that my videos aren't showing up for them for a week or so after I post, and that's a problem. So if you click the bell, hopefully that'll solve that issue, then you won't miss any of my videos. And yes, I love you all. You're all amazing, and the 152 of you that do come back and watch me, you're the reason why I keep coming back, because I love it and I love you, and it's addictive. It really is. Like this whole YouTube thing, it's addictive. And I don't know if anybody, I've never heard any other YouTuber tell their audience that, but it is the truth. It's highly addictive. I don't know if it's the attention or what it is, but it's so addictive. But I can't see it as a bad addiction. Addiction's, it's a very subjective word. Yes, but I do love it, and I love you all. And go and check out the giveaway, and I will see you on my next video. Bye!